Welcome to the Altruists. May I help you? Oh, you actually wanted to apply, okay. We don't get a whole lot of applicants, mostly just complaints. But if you would like to apply, I have a membership application right here. But before we get started on that, just go through a couple preliminary questions. So, how did you hear about the Altruists? Yeah, a lot of people do hear about it that way, so we like to keep doing that. Is there a reason you wanted to join? Yeah, a lot of people don't like the way this country's going, so they kind of come to us. It's a good place to be when the country's going down like this. So you're probably going to be better off in the Altruists. Alright, so it sounds like you know what the Altruist is, but I'll just explain it to you. So we are a community of people, and we own a property of land, and we just live off of the land. We are not, the government is not involved. We are separate, and we are in charge of ourselves. No laws. Our elders will set the laws, stuff like that. So, if you are okay with that and you would still like to join, I can take you through the member application. You want to do that? Okay. Alright, let's get you set up here. I have my copy, and let me find a pen really fast. Here we go. Okay, and then I'm also going to give you a copy, just so you can see what I'm asking you, and then you can take that home and look over it if you want, but I'll keep one with us for our files. Does that sound good? Alright, so let's just go over this really fast. Okay, so here's my member application that I'm going to be filling out as I ask you questions. And here's one that you can look at. Alright, you don't need to fill any of this out. If you want to fill it out, you can, just so we have the same information, but it's not required. I'm just giving you this so you know, or you can read what I'm asking you in case I'm not clear with what I'm saying. I also may be typing a few things into a document so that I can email that information to our elders. So, the Altruist Society is a no technology society, so we don't have any technology, modern technology I should say. No phones, no computers. The couple exceptions, it's kind of funny, that's why I'm telling you this story. At this office where we do business, taking applicants and such, we have one computer here, and then our elders have a computer as well. So the elders set the rule that we can't have technology, but then they allow themselves to have technology. It's kind of unfair, but okay. So we're just going to start. We're going to be starting right up here in the personal contact information section. So if I could just get your name. Okay. Alright, and last name? That's with yeah, okay. Thanks. Alright, and your age? Wow, that's crazy. Alright, height? Wow. Alright, and could I just get your phone number really fast? Let's get this. Okay. Alright. Last four. Perfect. And your current address. Obviously this might change if you are accepted into the organization. Okay, so that's is that in Los Santos? Perfect. Alright, now we're just going to be moving. So we filled out all of the personal contact information. Now we're just going to be moving to which position you would like to apply for. So I can go through them with you. We have our agricultural specialist. You're going to realize that all of our positions are called specialists. You do not need any type of training in this position. It's completely, we will completely train you if you are accepted. So I'll just give you the name, and I'll give you a small description. So our agricultural specialist, they're going to deal with all of the crops and animals that we have for consumption. We grow all of our food, and we farm all of the animals that we consume as well. So an agricultural specialist would deal with producing the food that the community eats. Alright, moving down, we have our culinary specialist. They're going to be preparing the food that the agricultural specialists are creating. So they're going to be preparing food for community events and for elders and such. Most meals are eaten as a community. It's very rare if we eat a meal that is in a specific person's house, like alone. That's very, very rare. Moving down, we have a defense specialist. The defense specialist is our protection for our community. So defense specialists are asked to patrol, keep watch, and use force if necessary if we are in danger. We have our educational specialist right here. That's obviously a teaching position. You would be teaching the youth in the organization. We only have 2 educational specialists currently, and I don't think we're looking for many more because there are only a few kids in the organization. Moving down the list, we have our maintenance specialist. They're going to be repairing anything that needs repaired, whether that is machinery for the agricultural specialists, whether it is equipment for the culinary specialists, whatever may come up, they're going to be working on it. Moving down the list, we have medical specialist. This position, I'm going to star this one. It might be upside down for you. Medical specialist, unless you are specifically trained in Eastern medicine, in herbal medicine and such, you will not be able to apply for that position. That is the specific position that you are not able to have without training, because we want you to be able to provide care in a way that we ask of you, which involves preparing herbal medicines and stuff like that. Do you have any experience in this field at all? No? Okay, so we're just going to put a little X right next to it. Let me do that on mine as well. Medical specialist. Okay. Moving down, we have a meditation specialist. A meditation specialist is going to be leading group meditations as well as private meditations. Most of the time they take place in a community event where everybody in the entire community is involved, and that would be required. So even if you are not leading it, you're going to be required to be there, because we like our members to be very at ease, have peace of mind, stuff like that. So if you want to be a meditation specialist, you would be leading those events, doing things like yoga and stuff like that, and just deep breathing exercises and clearing the head. Those are very good experiences. Even if you're not leading them, they're good for everybody. Moving down the list, we have our ministry specialist. These people have a special job. So everybody else, let's see, everybody from agricultural down to meditation, we'll get down to it later, but these people are not allowed to leave the property unless an elder has given them permission. The exception is ministry specialists. They go out and they try to recruit or teach other people about what we are doing. Okay? So they are allowed to leave, but only when they're doing their job. The last one where you are allowed to leave is our transportation specialist. This is, you are going to be driving vehicles, whether that is bringing in supplies to our camp, taking exports out. We have very few exports, but we do have a few. Whether that is delivering those, or whether that is transporting ministry specialists or our elders as well. So are any of these standing out to you? I mean, you're going to have to pick one eventually, and it would be a lot easier if you chose one right now. Okay, you think you might want to be a defense specialist. That's good. I like that choice for you because a lot of these we don't have a lot of positions open. Like meditation specialist, we are full, I think, and I was saying educational is almost full. Medical, you're probably not going to be able to do. So you're thinking about defense? Alright, I'll mark you down for defense. Oh, I don't need to mark it on yours, I'm going to mark it on mine. Defense specialist. Okay. And if you want to change this before you're accepted, you are able to do that. If you are accepted as a defense specialist, the way you're going to switch positions, if you really want to, you're going to have 8 different meetings with our elders, and they're going to just meet with you, talk to you about why you want to switch positions. They're going to counsel you in whether that's a good decision. So we can go through that later, but before you are accepted, you are allowed to switch. What you're just going to want to do is you're going to come back to this office, tell me your name and all this information, and then I can switch it for you. Okay? So I have you marked down. I'll just mark it on yours as well, defense specialist. Alright. I have it marked on mine, so don't worry about that. Alright, moving down here, you can see this. This is our dedication checklist. This is what we want to make sure. We're going to make sure that you are willing to do all of these things. And this is important that we want you to tell the truth, because if you are insincere about one of your answers, then we will have a problem in the future. So we want to make sure that you are telling the truth with all of your answers, and I'll let you know if any of your answers are going to be a problem. Okay? So the first question right up here is, are you affiliated with any other organizations? No. Perfect. Okay. Second question, are you willing to live with groups of people? Great, great. Okay. Are you willing to live with strangers on occasion? Excuse me. So, our living situations involve group living. The only time you would be living with a stranger is if a new member came into the community. So you would be, if you got accepted and you started living in a home with a group of people, you would be considered quote unquote stranger just for a few days until they get to know you and trust you and everything. So there's no like outside people coming in and living with us. It's just people who we haven't gotten used to yet that we consider strangers. Okay. So, are you willing to live with strangers on occasion? It would be very rare. Okay. Alright. Next question is very important right down here. Are you willing to carry a firearm? Great. Yes. So you are signed up to be, currently you're signed up to be a defense specialist. So obviously those positions require carrying a firearm. But we do require all of our citizens, all of our members above the age of 9 years old to carry a firearm. Okay? Because our community is so small, relatively speaking, we require everybody to carry a weapon, because if we were to come under attack, our defense corps is not strong enough to fight types of people who could be intruding. So we have everybody ready to protect at all times, but our defense is our main line. They're our main line of defense. They're going to stop people from, like, if one person walks up to the gate uninvited, they're going to question them, and they'll figure that out. But if anything is to happen, you will be notified, and we'll go from there. So you are willing to carry a firearm. That's perfect. Are you willing to use a firearm if the situation is presented? This would involve actually firing the firearm and also potentially shooting at other people or animals, whatever is intruding in our camp. Okay. Great. Yeah. Okay. This next one may sound a little weird to an outsider, but once you join our community, it'll start to make sense. So the question is, are you comfortable being around nudists? Alright, so if that's an issue, you're probably not suited to be... Okay, that's not an issue. Perfect. Alright, you are comfortable being around nudists. Okay, and a question to go along with that, are you willing to become a nudist? Because we do require everybody on property to practice being a nudist. It's part of our beliefs. We believe we should be one with Earth. Okay, you are willing. That's great. That question right there is probably one of the most, it's probably our question that sends the most people away. That and carrying a firearm, a lot of people are nervous about that. But that's great that you were willing to do that, and we're one step closer. Alright, we got one question to go way down here. Okay, are you willing to dedicate your life to the ways of the altruists? Think about it, think hard, it's a difficult question. You're willing? You're sure you're willing? You need to be absolutely positive because this is very important. Alright, you are willing. Awesome, that's perfect. Okay, let's circle yes on that one. Alright, and then down here, right under what we were just reading, we see our agreements, okay? There are 6 things that I need you to agree on, and I'm going to verbally ask you, and I need verbal confirmation back from you in either a yes or a no that you agree or disagree, okay? First question, by signing, you are agreeing to do your part in the altruist society to the full extent of your capabilities. Great. By signing, you are agreeing to protect the altruist society to the full extent of your capabilities. Good. By signing, you are agreeing to participate in all community activities. Like I was saying before, the meditation sessions are all required. Community meals, we'll all be eating together, stuff like that. You're required to be there. Is that a problem? Okay, you're able to agree to that. Awesome. Okay, next question, number 4, I believe. Yep. By signing, you are agreeing to spend your life and afterlife with the altruists. This one is very important to think about because there's no leaving once you're in. You can agree to that. That's awesome. Okay. By signing, you are agreeing to stay on the altruist property unless you receive permission from an elder. Okay, if you are to switch to the ministry or transportation specialist, that obviously changes, but since you're currently signed up for defense, I need you to agree that you will not leave unless you get permission from an elder. Perfect. By signing, you are giving your national, state, local, and personal rights over to the altruists. Awesome. Great. Alright. So, right down here we have a signature section. I'll just go through this. I'm not going to force you to sign it now. I want you to take this sheet home, the one that I have, and I want you to read over it, make sure all of your answers are correct, and if you need to change anything, you can just let me know. Okay? And then you're just going to sign my paper over here, but I'll show you on yours. So you're going to sign here. It's a little bit more complicated than a normal signing agreement here. So you're going to put your signature in this box, printed name, so we can read it. Alright, date, that's all normal stuff. And then once we get over here, we're going to go our right pinky fingerprint. The right pinky finger is the most unique of all fingerprints, actually. So we like to have all of those on file, so if we need to get a hold of you and your name isn't in any databases, it's kind of hard to get a hold of you, or if you give us like the wrong phone number. So we like your right pinky fingerprint. Perfect. Another one down here is your saliva. I don't care if you spit on the page or dab your tongue and put a dab on there, but again, that is a very unique identification to specifically you, that we could be able to find you. And one more down here is a hair follicle, because once again, the proteins in your hair are very unique to you, and we could find you if need be. Is this okay with you? Okay. So here's the paper that I've been filling out. Alright, I want you to take this home with you and read over it, make sure nothing needs to be changed, okay? And then just sign the bottom, and you can bring this back whenever you're ready. Alright, after that, I'll just go through with you. After that, you'll have a few meetings with the elders. They're going to interview you and make sure that, that you are the right material for what we want. And then after you get permission from the elders, you'll be accepted as a member of the Altruists, and you will work from there. Start moving on out into our community, and we'll go from there. Is that okay with you? Is everything good? Alright, any questions for me? Okay, good, yeah. If you need anything, like I said, we don't use technology here, just this computer that sends emails back and forth from here to the elders. So if you need to get in contact, you're just going to come back to this office. We don't have a phone number for you to call or anything. Just come back to this office, and you can either submit any changes to this form or ask me any questions if you have any. Is that good with you? Alright, here's this paper. Alright, thank you for stopping by, and I'm sure our elders will be in contact with you very soon. Alright, have a good day.